Support for Windows 10 is coming to an end very soon, as of October 14th, 2025. Now, before you consider contributing to e-waste or giving into the digital overlords at Microsoft, I thought I would make a quick video showing how you can still install Windows 11 on a PC, even if Microsoft does not technically support it. The main reasons most PCs aren't supported are due to an older CPU or lack of a TPM 2.0 module, but they are otherwise more than adequate for running Windows 11 and daily tasks. There are dozens of other YouTubers out there that have provided similar guides, but I figured I'd throw mine out there just for more awareness. You cannot perform an in-place upgrade from Windows 10 if your PC does not meet their requirements. It will have to be a clean installation. So make sure you back up your data or buy a new SSD to install Windows 11 on instead. Installation is a simple process. You'll just need a USB flash drive of 8 GB capacity or more and a program called Rufus. So next you're going to want to go to rufus.ie, and here you can get the free program. They have both an installer as well as a portable version. The portable version is more than adequate, so you don't actually have to install anything. Next you can just Google for download Windows 11, and you go to this link here. I'll also provide a link in the description. And what you want to do is you want to grab the Windows 11 disk image ISO for x64 devices. You don't want the installation media, you want the ISO. Go ahead and choose Windows 11, click confirm, and here you're going to get an option to choose your language and then 64-bit download. There you can see we're downloading. So you can see I downloaded Windows 11 25H2 ISO here, so it's the latest. At this point I would plug in your USB flash drive, go ahead and start Rufus. Now once you're in Rufus, go ahead and just select your USB drive that you want to write the Windows ISO to. Go ahead and select the Windows ISO itself from the select button there. Then I would leave everything else as is. And at this point, you can go ahead and click the Start button. You're presented with this dialog here. This is where you can actually remove some of the requirements that Microsoft requires. And here you can see removing the requirement for 4 GB RAM, as well as a SecureBoot and TPM 2.0, and also removing the requirement for an online Microsoft account. You can actually have it set up your local account if you want to, and other important things like disabling BitLocker automatic device encryption, which with Windows 11, especially with the home version at least, it will encrypt your entire device automatically. And a lot of people don't like that or want that, so you can disable that here. Go ahead and click OK. It should go ahead and create your bootable USB ISO. And once Rufus completes the USB, you can go ahead and just remove it from your computer, and now you can go ahead and install Windows on whatever computer you want to. So the machine I'm installing it on is actually pretty old, right? It has an Intel i5 3570 CPU, 16 gigs of DDR3, so a decent amount of RAM. But in any case, it's definitely not up to snuff for what Microsoft would say a compatible system. Now at this point, I would definitely disconnect any network cables that you have or turn off your Wi-Fi to your system, so that way Windows doesn't automatically try to activate or want you to create a Microsoft account. Now it should mention that your PC should support UEFI. For the most part, any recently modern computer, and this one is an i5 3570, which is actually pretty old, and this motherboard still supports UEFI. But you just need to go over to your boot section and then look for CSM, and then make sure that's disabled. Mine was enabled by default, but I went in and disabled it. And so this should allow you to boot from your USB flash drive and install Windows. So now just save and exit and boot off your USB flash drive. And here we are at the installation screen. I don't have a product key. So because of Rufus here, we now have the option to select I don't have internet. Otherwise it would force you to create a Microsoft account. Right, so here you can see we're in Windows. So now I've plugged in the internet, and if we go over to System here and then go to About, and you can see that we've got the Core i5 3570 CPU, 16 gigs of DDR3 RAM. Scroll down here, you can see that we have Windows 11 Pro that we installed. Go over to Activation here, let's see if it activated. And I did have a Windows 10 Pro key before, and so it must pick that up. And once I connected, it did activate it for Windows 11. You can see here we have a local account. There is no Microsoft account associated with this. You can see here it is installing Windows updates just fine. And you can see here that BitLocker is off by default, and that it was the setting that we put in Rufus, otherwise it would have encrypted at least our boot drive. and you can manually turn that on, but it does require TPM module by default, but there's also a setting that you can change so that you can actually use BitLocker without a TPM module. And if we take a look at Task Manager here, you can see that we've got the i5-3570 CPU, 4 cores there, 4 threads, 16 gigs of DDR3 RAM at 1600 megahertz. So everything seems to be operating as it should. So that's all there is to it. All you really need is just a USB flash drive, Rufus, and a Windows 11 ISO. Until next time, talk to you later.